Good afternoon. Thank you for joining us today. Carahsoft Technology would like to welcome you to our ServiceNow webinar, Transforming Workflows for the DoD, ServiceNow and M365 within the National Security Cloud. Before we get started, I would like to quickly go over a few housekeeping items. Please note that all lines have been muted to reduce any kind of background noise during the presentation. If you have any questions throughout the webinar, please use the Q&A feature on the bottom of your screen, and we will do our best to answer by the end of the presentation or follow up with you offline. This webinar is being recorded and a copy will be emailed to you. Just to tell you a little bit about Carahsoft, we are a trusted government IT solutions provider supporting public sector organizations across federal, state, and local government agencies, including education and healthcare markets. At this time, I'd like to hand the floor over to our speakers. Mina, the floor is all yours.
Thank you, Sarah. Good morning to everyone on the West Coast and good afternoon to anyone that's on the East Coast. We are thrilled that you could join us for this exciting webinar where we'll delve into the intricacies of our national security cloud and explore how our integrations with ServiceNow and Microsoft are driving both innovation and efficiency in the field of national security. My name is Mina Gerges-Mikkel, and I'm the Microsoft sales executive here at ServiceNow covering US Federal. And prior to working at ServiceNow, I led and managed partners focused exclusively on the DoD over at Microsoft for about 3 years. Today's session is designed to give you a comprehensive understanding of how our solutions with Microsoft work together to provide secure, scalable, and seamless solutions. We'll cover the key features, benefits, and use cases with a demo to follow. So let's get started and review the agenda. In March 2023, we launched our National Security Cloud offering, which is hosted on Microsoft's Azure IL5 cloud and has received a provisional ATO until 2026. Today, our goal is to show you how to leverage different ServiceNow solutions that are integrated with Microsoft 365, both on our National Security Cloud and other environments such as IL2, IL4, and even self-hosted options. First, we'll begin by exploring the National Security Cloud, where we'll discuss its architecture, security protocols, and the unique advantages it offers to national security operations. This cloud solution is specifically designed to meet the requirements of national defense and intelligence agencies, ensuring that sensitive data is protected at all times. Next, we'll move on to our ServiceNow integrations with M365. You'll see how ServiceNow, a powerful one-stop shop platform, integrates Microsoft 365 to streamline operations, enhance workflows, and improve overall efficiency. We'll dive into real-world examples and case studies that showcase the impact of these integrations. And finally, we'll discuss our collaboration with Microsoft. We'll look at how our partnership leverages Microsoft's cutting-edge technologies to further enhance our cloud capabilities, from Azure's robust infrastructure to advanced AI and machine learning tools. You'll see how Microsoft is a critical component of our integrated solutions and our newly announced Copilot and Now Assist Gen AI integration. Throughout the presentation, we encourage you to jot down any questions or thoughts that come to mind. We're here to ensure that you leave with a solid understanding of how these integrations can benefit your agencies. Now, I'll hand it over to Corey to introduce himself and kick us off. Corey?
Thank you, Mina. I appreciate that. Good morning, good afternoon to everyone. Again, my name is Corey Dubois. I'm a senior solutions consultant at ServiceNow with a specific focus on our Microsoft integrations. And as Mina stated earlier, I'll be going over our integration and our partnership between ServiceNow and Microsoft and taking a deep dive into the integrations in that solution. At the heart of it, it's about our customer and our customer success. Microsoft and ServiceNow came together back in July of 2019, where our two organizations came together and said, how could we make it easier for our customers to leverage our joint technology? And so what we did was we created a couple of integration points where we can offer typical workflows that can be integrated into your environment right out of the box. These out-of-box solutions offer 80% configuration and then offers 20% of customization. So it allows the customer to quickly enable and realize value. With that, we've developed 4 integration points. Our first integration point was IT Service Manager, Human Resource Service Delivery, and the integrations with that within Microsoft Teams. We also offer IT Operations Management and IT Applications Management with Azure. Another one of our integrations is the ServiceNow DevOps with Azure DevOps. This gives you a simplified and automated development processes that empowers our customers to develop enterprise-wide transformation and realize the true promise of DevOps. And then lastly, we offer security operations with Azure Sentinel. Here we offer a complete solution where we integrate with Azure Sentinel and we can provide a complete zero trust infrastructure that enhances the capabilities within Azure Sentinel and ingests it with the workflow that our platform offers. As Mina stated, we're leveraging the Microsoft Azure robust platform. Here is a high-level overview of that integration and what that looks like. Today, the National Security Cloud sits upon the Microsoft Azure Gov Cloud, where we're taking advantage of Microsoft enhanced compliance and scalable security environment, which provides a data resiliency and reliability to our customers. And our platform sits upon that infrastructure, allowing you to quickly take advantage of all our offerings. Within our offerings, we also allow access to third-party data, such as Adobe, Salesforce, Workday. All of these data points can be brought in and then leveraged by our customized workflows. We have specific workflows that focus on customer workflows, employee workflows, supply chain, and finance workflows, just to name a few. We'll be going through some of these workflows in more detail with a specific look at the employee workflow and how we can ingest these third-party data to make an automated and easy configuration to be able to allow our end users with the ease and flexibility to be able to get their work done from one single platform, one single application. Together, Microsoft and ServiceNow looks to help our customers accelerate their digital transformation journey. We see ServiceNow as that intelligent workflow layer where we can piece together all the data that sits in our CMDB and leverage the collaboration functionalities within Microsoft to allow us to leverage their collaboration layer, their Office 365 platforms, to be able to ingest these information and data points from our workflow layer. And we'll go over that in more detail during the demo. Through this integration, it gives us the ability to connect with the virtual agent and live agent when needed, allowing for a 24/7 environment where users can reach out and get their work done, get their questions asked. We also provide personalized communication and information where it can be customized for the end user and their role. And we allow you to easily create and follow up on requests in one central place. And that one central place is Microsoft Teams. Briefly, we wanted to review our cloud offerings. Not only do we offer our NSC, which is our IL5 equivalent, but we also have a high IL4 FedRAMP offering and an IL2 offering as well. And then through this integration, we provide a combined value to allow customers and employees to instantly answer their support issues in a 24/7 fashion by reducing agent workload, by providing automated routine such as IT-related issues or server down issues that can be customized, and these workflows can be automated to help the user quickly get their answers resolved. We can do this by providing, and this allows us to provide an increased CSAT capability because we're boosting employee satisfaction by providing them a very personalized experience, leveraging one application that they know and love, which is Microsoft Teams, and surfacing up all the work and issues that they have within that one interface. We do this by offering and ingesting a portal-like experience into Microsoft Teams. And we'll go through this within the demo. But we can leverage the virtual agent so employees can do self-servicing. So we can take those mundane tasks that are common across the industry and automate that process and create an experience to allow the users to self-service themselves. The Employee Center gives us the ability to customize the experience for the employee to be able to allow them to get the information that they need. We can surface up Q articles, white papers. We can also let them see the requests that they made into IT and get a status report without having to reach back out and ask IT, where does their issue lie or where does their request stand? You'll be able to see that all within the interface. And now we'll switch over to a demo. So as we stated before, we're leveraging the collaboration features of Microsoft Office 365 products. More importantly, Microsoft Teams, as we have here. I have Teams loaded in a browser experience to show the power of Microsoft Teams collaboration platform. This allows us to meet the users where they are, regardless of where they are or what form factor they're using. They can leverage Teams to be able to do the things that they do and stay in one consistent experience. Here within Teams, we also have the ability to customize that experience and make it personalized. So here we can brand it for that use case and also with the color scheme. This is the Employee Center that we referenced earlier. Within the Employee Center, we're bringing over all disparate siloed organizations, such as HR or IT, and bringing it all together in one common experience. This also gives us the ability to service the end user. By simply clicking on that tab, we can do customized issues or more common issues that the user sees from day to day. So for instance, if they needed to request a computer, they can click on computers. And because ServiceNow knows the end user, knows their role, and knows what they have access to, it can surface up devices that they can request and automatically create a submission form to submit for a new laptop. We can also do new employee enrollment. We can also do HR and update time and pay information. So directly from Teams, they can submit their time cards or their leave request, get information about payroll. So here we can surface up Q articles about how to do payroll distribution within Workday, requesting time off. We can also do things such as provide information. So say you have a new employee that comes on and they need to request a new credit card. They just simply need to come to HR and set it up and make a request for a new credit card. So we'll go back to the home page. Also in the home page, we bring over the AI assist, where we can then use natural language to interact with the virtual agent and provide a conversational based information. So me as an end user, I don't need to reach out to the IT team to figure out how I need to do something. So now we'll run through a demo. In this particular demo, we have an end user. The end user has lost their laptop. They don't know where to go to submit a laptop. So here in the how to help, they can just type in, I lost my laptop. The virtual agent will go back and will query the information and provide them with a list of information that it thinks is relevant for that end user. And here it found the lost laptop request, for which they can simply hit the request button. It will provide them a form. This form can be customized. So here in this customized form, we have multiple teams working together because they all need additional information about this particular lost laptop. So here you'll see it'll prompt the user. Because we know who the user is, we're pulling that data automatically and we're fulfilling that within the form. We're also pre-filling information about when it happened and then the type of lost or stolen laptop. So then we can also put in a drop-down. And so based off of what's selected here, a different automatic workflow will kick off. So we're going to say that that laptop was lost. Again, we know who that user is. We also know the laptops that were assigned to that user. And then we can fulfill that and put this in this drop-down box. And they can select from a list of devices that they have within their information. And so here, I'm going to select that I lost my MacBook Pro. Then we also have our security team that needs additional information about this request. They want to know, was this laptop encrypted? Do we have BitLocker encrypted on there? Because if they don't, then there's different workflows that need to be done. And so they need to reach out to the loss and mitigation team if it's not encrypted. So I'm going to say no, that it was not encrypted. And then lastly, we're going to say where that laptop was lost. And I'm just going to say at the airport. Once that's done, the end user can just say submit, and then automatically a ticket is created. That ticket is then created, and that end user can look at the request and track the progress of this lost laptop. If they need to provide any additional information, they can pop it here within Teams. Once this ticket is created, I'm going to change the view. And so now I'm going to go over as the help desk. So now I'm Beth, the help desk user. Beth is a part of the loss and mitigation team. As soon as that ticket was created, within her team's channel, Beth got a prompt. This is a private Teams channel that's monitored by a group of people that's a part of the loss and mitigation team. Here she sees that Jennifer submitted a lost laptop request. And then immediately, anyone within this group can react and respond to this ticket. They can go and then simply say they want to view that incident, and it automatically pops them into the ticket where they can start to engage and assist Jennifer with resolving this particular issue. So Beth opens up the ticket and goes through the information that Jennifer put in the ticket. She noticed that Jennifer put in the ticket that she lost the laptop and she lost it at the airport. Well, Beth needs to find out additional information. So directly from within the ticket information, she can start a Teams chat. So here she can start a Teams chat directly with the end user. By doing this, she can bring over the end user, and then she can also bring over any additional individuals that need to be added to this ticket. So she can bring in someone from the loss and mitigation team. She can bring in someone from the management team. She can bring in some from procurement. Whoever needs to be involved, she can bring them into this ticket. And then she can start a chat session with this end user. As you'll see, it pops over directly into Teams chat. And then it also gives the ticket number. So here is the ticket that they're going to track. And so now Beth is going to simply reach out to Jennifer and ask, where was the laptop lost? What airport? Okay. Once she does that, I'm going to switch back to the end user. You'll see that they got a chat request with that same ticket information. So now Jennifer could check that whole information directly from here as well. And then she could provide the information back to Beth that says she lost it at JFK. Okay. Once she's done that, Beth gets that information. Now she can proceed with that ticket and closing it out and doing what she needs to do. So now that Beth knows that it was lost at JFK and that it was lost and it was not encrypted, she's going to raise the severity of that issue because she wants to make sure that the risk and mitigation team can find that laptop and then put in a request to have it use MDM, which is device management software, to be able to encrypt and brick that laptop to make sure that no data is compromised. So she's going to push it up to high, and she's going to put some notes in here. And then as soon as she saves that information and makes it critical, you'll notice that just like we did with the loss and mitigation team, where Beth got a prompt, she can also see be a part of the critical issues team. So just like the loss and mitigation, we can have a critical issues team that's alerted to this issue. And so now anyone that's a part of that can respond to this critical issue. Okay. In addition to having the employee center, we also have the chat feature where the end user can come and then simply engage the virtual agent. Here, the user can just type in a simple word and a response such as hi. This will prompt the virtual agent. The virtual agent then will respond. Again, because ServiceNow knows this end user, it will prompt the end user with information. So it'll say, hi, Jennifer, please enter whatever the request it is you need. We can also fill this information in with additional information that might be relevant. Say, for instance, you have at the end of the year, you have open enrollment coming. And we can prompt these users to say, hey, it's now open enrollment. Please look at this video or this information to learn more information about what you need to do to prepare for open enrollment. So you could use this as a service-wide discussion group to make sure that users are aware of what's going on in the organization and they get the information that they need. And you can surface that up here. But now that she prompted up and said hi, now she can click from a list of self-service items. So again, here goes the information about self-servicing information that we have. So now let's just say Jennifer needs to register a guest that's coming over to her facility. So she's just going to simply select from that self-servicing automated prompt that we put in to register a guest. She's going to hit submit, and now the virtual agent will engage her to resolve this particular request. So it's going to prompt her with, is it a single visitor request or a multi-visitor request? So she's going to say single. The virtual agent will say, what location will you have this guest meet you at? And I'm going to say DC. The virtual agent will come back and say, is it at this particular address? I'm going to say, yes, that is the correct address. The virtual agent will then enter a description, and I could just type in IT meeting or whatever the meeting will be. She could type that in, and that will go into the form. Then we can put in the dates of that meeting. So I will select today. The time of the meeting will be at 2 p.m. And then it will end at 5 p.m. Once we put that information in, then it wants to know the name of that visitor. So we're going to type in the name, the first name of that visitor, followed by the last name. And then the email address for that visitor. Okay. And now we can do additional information, such as does the visitor require a parking pass? Here you can then put in additional information. And all of this information that you're seeing is out of the box functionality. This is stuff that can be engaged without any customization. And so here I'm going to say no. Again, so this allows our end users and our customers to quickly see the value of the integration that we've done together. And so now it has submitted the registration. And now if we want to, we can view the details of that information. And here's that meeting request that we submitted, and then we can follow that information directly within here as well. So with that, we'll get back to the demo. So again, Mina spoke about one of the roadmap items that we have that we're partnering with Microsoft is the integration of Gen AI. And so we're partnering together with Microsoft to enhance our capabilities within the Gen AI and OpenAI infrastructure. And our strategy is the same as we did when we first partnered together, to make it easy and seamless for our customers to consume these products together, all out of the box. We're bringing together both the Now Assist platform that we offer and the Copilot platform from Microsoft. And we're bringing those two together to allow Copilot to be that interacting point, that be able to take those requests that we just saw earlier in the demo, and then take that and then send that to Now Assist to have Now Assist resolve that for us. Copilot allows us to leverage the whole Microsoft 360 product suite. And so we could take that information and do things as taking these data points right here and then updating that in a PowerPoint slide. So then we can then consume it in deliverables that we can hand out automatically. Okay. And again, we're doing this to help accelerate the transformation of our customers. Some of the customers that we've done and we've done white papers on is with Levi Strauss, where we help them reach 50% of service desk deflection rates. Another one of our web partners, white paper partners, was Microsoft. We helped them resolve over 50% of issues initiated through their virtual agent by automating that workflow like you saw earlier in the demos. We can provide all this information, and it's also online, and it'll be in the documentation as well. And then lastly, what I'll do is go through the demo of the Copilot integration as well. So here we have that same Teams interface. And so now we saw earlier that we had our end user who lost that laptop, and now they want to go through and find out what's the laptop replacement policy. So now they're going to go and ask Copilot, what is our replacement policy within our organization for a new laptop? So now Copilot takes that information, it searches the information, and then it provides them with detailed information about the employee replacement policy. Once they learn about that employee placement policy, they can ask Copilot to then order them a new laptop because they lost theirs earlier. The Copilot then simply hands that information off to Now Assist. Now Assist goes back through those automated workflows that we talked about, and then engages one of those workflows to kick off a process to order the end user a new laptop. It'll then prompt that user to provide additional information to allow them to customize the laptop that they want. Again, we're ServiceNow and we have that data. We know the role that they have and the types of devices that they have access. So we'll service that up, and then they can select that. We can automatically ship it to their home address or business address if that's the information that we have. And then we can submit that order form. And then that user can then track that same process within that ticket in Teams to find the status of that new device that they just ordered. So with that, we'll stop and then ask if there's any questions.
Yeah, there's a question in the chat for you. It says, what specific government data is sent to Copilot, and what government agencies are currently using Copilot?
Okay, perfect. That's a great question. So Copilot uses a mix of both your own data and public data. So you can select what data you want to reside within Copilot. The beauty about Now Assist and the integration of our general AI is that we have domain-specific data that resides within your infrastructure and it does not leave your environment. So it's not public environment. So it gives you the ability to leverage Copilot and take advantage of all the cloud-based stuff. And then Copilot can then simply through a secure transmission request a request directly from our Now Assist agent and provide the information that's needed. And
Thanks.
yep. And the second question?
He was asking what government agencies are currently using Copilot.
Okay, that we'll have to get back to you on to get a list of government agencies that are approving us to share their information. We have not gotten that list as of yet, but as soon as we do, we'll place that upon our website and provide that information to you.
Perfect. If anyone else has any questions, feel free to put it in the chat and we'll get to you. Otherwise, we will send out the slide deck and the recording. And if you want a more focused demo specifically for your team, feel free to reach out and we can curate, customize anything you guys need, and pull in the right folks to that call. Wait a few more minutes if anyone has any questions. And if you don't, have a great rest of your day and a nice 4th of July. We're here to help in any way, shape, or form. If you want to go next, Corey, it has our contact information, I believe, the next slide.
Yep.
You can take a screenshot of that, but we'll also send out the slide deck, like I said, so you can get it from there as well.
Thank you, guys. I'd like to thank all of our participants as well as our speakers for being with us today. We hope the information you received during this webinar has been helpful. If you have any further questions or would like to request more information, please feel free to reach out. Thank you again and have a great day.